What better way to celebrate Brandy than to provide you my top 10 favorite songs by Brandy? You can't talk about 90s R&B without discussing the vocal Bible, Brandy. Brandy is a 90s cultural icon. I mean, from Moesha to Thea to I Know What You Did Last Summer. I mean, the girl was popping up and popping out everywhere in the 90s. Her signature braids, wearing her hair in the braids. I don't know about anybody else, but I can speak for me when I say that I wanted me some micros because of Brandy. I've always wanted some micros because of Brandy, right? Because I love the way that she would always style her hair in different ways with her braids. We're gonna talk about Brandy's like one-of-a-kind signature voice. She has this very raspy type voice, but it works for her. I just love everything about her voice when she sings. So without further ado, let's get into this top 10 countdown. Christmas Party for Two is actually a recent song that was just released on Brandy's Christmas album in 2023. I absolutely love the song. I'm always looking for good Christmas music because I'm a huge Christmas fan. So I like Christmas music. So when people release Christmas albums, I listen to it. I don't know if anyone else does, but I do. And this was one of the songs that stood out to me when I did a first listen. When I went through and I listened to the album for the first time, this was the one that kind of stood out to me, and this is the one that I have on repeat. You know, it's like a Christmas vibe, but it's kind of sexy too. Borderline was actually released in 2020 on her album B7. Love the song. Again, this is me listening to the album, and the first song that kind of grabbed my attention, Borderline, was it. Borderline has high repeat numbers for me, and that's why I really struggled with putting it this early in the countdown, because I play it back so often. What I love about it is, so it's kind of like she's on the name of the song is Borderline, so it's kind of like I'm going crazy, like I'm experiencing all these emotions, like I'm upset, I'm angry, it's just, you know, I'm seeing red. So even in the song when she's singing, it's kind of like a stream of consciousness. So even the songwriting kind of mirrors the state of mind that the person that's singing the song is conveying. So not only can you pick up, not only is it evoking the emotion of like feeling like all over the place and overwhelmed and just kind of like whatever is coming to your mind is what you're saying, it's written in like a stream of consciousness type way. It's a vibe. Just kind of be mindful that it may not seem very coherent, but it all makes sense. If you've been there, if you've experienced being in a situation, in a relationship, Lord forbid that you have experienced this, but if you've ever been in a situation where you felt like the person was driving you crazy, the song is relatable. Hopefully it's not relatable in that way for you, but I can relate to it. Baby is classic Brandy. My favorite part in that song is my darling, the bridge. No, man, that is my favorite art. I absolutely love the way she sings that, the layering. I love all of that. I like how she sounds right there. That is like my absolute favorite part of the song. That is it, okay? Baby hits in a way that the other song don't hit. I'm sorry. You got two 90 R&B divas. Okay, you got Monica, you got Brandy. This is the ultimate song. Every 90s playlist has The Boy Is Mine on there because of the significance of the song. The song went on, I think, to win a Grammy. It was a big deal. On top of the fact that you had Monica and you had Brandy, and they both were young, and they're both in the R&B, and they're both, you know, doing their thing, and they both were doing their thing and doing it well. And then the media tried to create like some type of rivalry between the two. And I love that the way that the video ended up portraying, like they ended up kind of like being on the same team, and it was kind of like you and me against him because he's the one that's in the wrong. I love that. I'm always down for a girl's girl. We're gonna be a girl's girl. It's really good, very well written. I love the back and the forth. It had to be on the list. I feel like if I didn't put it on the list, I probably would have got like a lot of hate in the comments. It can't be done. It can't be matched. It's like one of one. Now, there have been people that try to duplicate that and try to do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't, I ain't gonna say no names. But it doesn't hit the same as The Boy Is Mine. And I think that's because it was like I said, one of one. It was like the first of its class. It's the original. And so everything else is kind of like an imitation after that. But The Boy Is Mine is forever a classic. And we love Brandy and Monica for coming together and collaborating on that. Best Friend is such a great song to me. And I don't know if it is because of the way I feel about my best friend, but when I hear Best Friend, it just brings back so many good memories. And I think that that's probably what does it for me. The fact that it's written and it's written for her brother, so it has more significance. It carries a whole lot more weight. And Best Friend is a bop. Like, no one I ever do without you from the beginning to the end. That song is a bop. And two, it's a really good song in a time where we really didn't have songs about our friends. Y'all, Almost Doesn't Count. I feel it right here, deep in my chest. I almost made you love me. Almost. We were almost there. But everybody knows almost doesn't count. Like, almost doesn't count. At the end of the day, 99 and a half won't do. Okay? And so I love it. I love it. It's a song about unrequited love, like loving someone and almost getting them to see the value in the relationship and it not happening. And it's relatable. I have been in situations where I've had this unrequited love too, and I can feel that song. Actually living life and getting older and having that experience, it brings so much more meaning to the song when you actually can live out the lyrics of the song, like when the art imitates life. Sitting up in my room, because when I tell you, I can relate to it because I was very sheltered growing up. The most that I would be able to do about a dude that I like was sit up in my room and think about him. That was about it. So I can relate to the lyrics. I can visually see the video when I'm listening to the songs, like when she comes downstairs and it's a house party and the guy from Clueless is like the love interest in it. And it's just like, yes, like I feel it. Hey, oh. Probably gonna get some slack for this. Okay, you already know your girl loves some good dancing music. And I think that this is probably the only song that you really can dance to by Brandy, that I can remember you could dance to. She don't really have like really upbeat danceable songs. Like, she has upbeat songs, but this is the only one that's like, if you put it right, like the way I want it, like it, maybe we can fall in love. If you put it, baby, we can fall in love. That is that junk, okay? I'm playing that song every time. And then I think what also adds to it is the fact that Chris Brown is on there, because I'm a Chris Brown fan, okay? The song is a bop without Chris. Let me throw that out there first, because he doesn't even come in until after the first and second verse, and she was killing it. She was killing it by herself, holding it down, holding the song down by herself, and then he came on like at the end, like a rap feature. Broken Hearted is such a beautiful song. The remix version with Wanya Morris from Boyz II Men on there. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that it's one of the best songs ever. The beat, everything about that song just really just makes me want to jump into the song. I'm not even brokenhearted, but I listen to that song and I be wanting to cry. That's a masterpiece. That's when you say that this is a really great song. This song, music is supposed to move you. This song has moved me in a way that I can feel how this person is feeling singing a song, and I don't even feel how this person feels. You know what I'm saying? So it's the emotional connection. It's what it evokes. It's how it makes me feel. Y'all already knew it was on there. You knew that Angel in Disguise was on this. When I tell you, I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it. I'll never forget the first time that I listened to the song. My cousin Nicole was the only girl, so she was like super spoiled. And she was the first person that I knew that had like the CDs, that had the CD changer. And she used to have this big CD book that she bought, Never Say Never by Brandy. And I remember I used to sit in her room and I would just listen to music. I listened to Angel in Disguise. Y'all, I don't think I listen to any other song on there. I try my best to listen to an album all the way through. It's hard though. It is very, the ADHD in me. It is very difficult for me to hear a song that I really like and not stop it and play it back. And I will stop it after the first verse. I will stop it after, when I get to a place where I really, really like it, I'll stop it and I'll start over. I don't even think I listened to any other song on that album because Angel in Disguise was it for me. The beat, the layering, the message in the song. Brandy's always gonna come through with a little poem or some poetry at the beginning of the song, okay? She always gonna get to set the scene. She always gonna set us up for success with the song. And I appreciate that. An angel has always been thought to be one of God's most precious works. I guess that's how she had you fooled, because she was an angel in disguise. The girl was angel in disguise, okay? You got bamboozled, okay? You were deceived. You were deceived. But even in your deception, and even though I'm hurt, I still love you. More to this than what you said. Cause in your sleep, you called her name. You say she's just a friend. I knew right then, cause the rain began. Oh! That, she knows she put her foot in that song. If you haven't heard that song, you probably have, but if you haven't, go check that one out too, okay? You will not be disappointed. Thank you so much for joining me. Did any of your favorite Brandy songs make my list? If it did, let me know in the comments. If it didn't, let me know what your favorite Brandy songs are below. I'm gonna put a link down below in my description of a playlist that I have of Brandy songs. It's gonna include the songs that I've featured or mentioned here in my countdown, but it's also gonna provide you some other ones that didn't make the cut. If you've liked this video and you've enjoyed this countdown, make sure that you give me a thumbs up. Also, make sure that you subscribe if you kind of like this. I try to feature at least one countdown every month. I want to thank you for your time again. And until next time, take care of you. Bye.